With Flying Colours is a 4-year-long co-creation project in Plymouth. Each year we have a team of delivery partners, theatre practitioners and professionals who work with a class in a school in different areas across the city to co-create their very own school play. What's really unique about With Flying Colours is that we work with the schools in their school and in their wider local area to build up the number of cultural opportunities in their locality. The whole project is about upskilling young people in areas across Plymouth that wouldn't usually have the opportunity to access the arts. Originally it was all about playwriting, and now we're taking a much more interdisciplinary approach. In the first year of the project, that became part of a digital archive, a festival of performances on our website. In the second and third year, those performances were done across schools and in pop-ups across the community. And this year, we've worked towards a massive festival. Throughout that, we worked really closely with our youth steering groups, the co-pilots, to sort of give them a voice throughout the process. It's all about reinventing the school play with young people's ideas at the heart of all of the work that they're doing.
Initially, I think there were some nerves between the staff and the children about how it would work, what the process would be like. But once Charlie and Alex arrived, they had a brilliant rapport with the children, and the journey of the children has been absolutely amazing. Over time, with the praise and the feedback that they have got constantly from Charlie and Alex, they have made so much progress. The whole project has just been unbelievable.
So in the fourth and final year of With Flying Colours, we chose to incorporate a triangular model. We would have the With Flying Colours producing team at one bottom corner. We would have a delivery partner at the other bottom corner, and that would make a strong foundation for the school that would sit at the top of the triangle. In the centre of every triangle, though, is always the young people. Through this triangular model, we were able to identify the gaps and the needs of each school, which meant that we were able to provide additional support in very bespoke ways to schools. So we were able to give teachers back capacity where they needed capacity. When you're able to sit down with the teacher and really speak about the class as a whole and as individuals, then you really get to know what that school needs and how we can best provide that.
It's so important for them to have these opportunities because children aren't always just good at English, maths, science, history, and sometimes being creative is where they really come to shine, and having the skills to be able to have a conversation with somebody and being able to hold your shoulders back and articulate yourself, and to be able to listen to other children and listen to their opinions whilst sharing your opinions. These are all skills that will benefit them in any area of their life and any aspect of their lives. And that's not something that we always have the time to teach. They could be 30 and they're talking to somebody in their job. If they're a CEO of a company, they need to have the confidence to stand in front and to be able to be animated and articulate themselves. So being able to deliver that for them and to instill that into them is huge.
I think I'm quite different now to what I was a few years ago. I'm more confident now than I was then. I am more likely to put my hand up in lessons and ask for help when I'm struggling with something. I never used to do that. I used to suffer in silence in lessons. And also I'm more able to speak to people I don't know very well. When I got involved with this, that was a big struggle. And then when I came out of this, I've applied it to my everyday life, and I've applied it to emailing for job opportunities and things like that. And I've started putting the things in practice that I've practiced for like 2 years now. And meeting all the other people from different parts of the city, it was quite eye-opening, because I think sometimes people don't have the opportunity to think about how other people might be living or how other people might be viewing life. So I think working in this project, I've seen how other people live, and I can probably relate some of my struggles to theirs, and they can relate some of theirs to mine. Working with people who are younger, you could see the way they think, and the way they think, it kind of takes you back to when you were younger. You've been in their shoes, so you can help them on that journey.
What I really, really enjoyed about the project was the energy of the children, because it changes constantly throughout the project. It was really exciting being on site on the actual day of the festival. You could hear them from a distance, their voices would raise, and you'd see their faces light up as they saw the venue that they were going to be performing in. Imagine going from your school hall to a stage in a big top in the park. It was just incredible to watch their reactions. This was a huge project across Plymouth. We are so lucky to have such a diverse community of people involved in the arts and culture. And we got a huge range of delivery partners on board with this project. There were so many local companies and businesses and partnerships that all came together to support us, all provided equipment and time and resources, space and people to come together to create an incredible event.
I think there's two elements to legacy with Flying Colours project. There's sort of the wide strategic level of legacy across the city, and there's also the micro level of legacy that each young person will hopefully experience. As an audience member on the day, you definitely got the sense that this wasn't the end, this was the beginning of something for certainly a lot of the young people. I certainly hope they take forward their confidence and their new transferable skill set they've developed throughout the project, whether that's to support them in their transition from primary into secondary school or secondary school into early adulthood. The whole scope of the project isn't just about developing the theatre makers of the future, but giving our wider workforce a level of creativity and ensuring every young person gets to add that to their sort of portfolio of skills and passions. I also hope that each of the schools takes on their own legacy, and they certainly are in the process of doing that. Some of them are working with us to develop oracy skills across their curriculum. Lots of them are looking at continuing taking the young people to the theatre, but with wraparound programmes, specifically looking at developing performance skills, and some are even running their own drama after school clubs as a byproduct of this project as well. In terms of the wider legacy, all of the findings from the project will be shared across Plymouth with all of the stakeholders involved in working with young people, involved in working with the arts, and our hope is also to share these results in a way so that it has a national impact that other people can learn from.